Hello friends, welcome to our RV YouTube channel. Myself R Venkatesh. In today's session 33 under part 1 of electric drives and control, we are going to discuss about V by F control of 3-phase induction motor using voltage source inverter. So first let us have a look on the contents of this session. First we will discuss about introduction, in which we will discuss about need or the importance of V by F control, followed by how to make or how to process V by F control, through which we will discuss about the speed torque characteristics of V by F control of 3-phase induction motor drive, and at last we will discuss about the types of schemes available for voltage source inverter fed induction motor drive in order to process V by F control. So first let us start with introduction, that is the significance or the importance of the V by F control. Here in this V by F, in this term V by F, V stands for voltage and F stands for frequency. So in an induction motor, the synchronous speed Ns is given as 120 F by P, so which we are considering as equation 1. In an induction motor, the stator induced EMF is directly proportional to the product of the frequency and the flux. So according to this equation. So this stator induced EMF voltage is proportional to the stator input voltage V. Here this V stands for stator input voltage. So in a 3-phase induction motor, an induced EMF in the stator windings E is proportional to the stator input voltage V. Therefore, the above equation can be written as V directly proportional to F into phi. So from this, we can write that V by F is directly proportional to flux phi. So which we are going to consider as equation 2. So in order to understand this need of V by F control, we can consider two cases. One is increase in frequency and another one is decrease in frequency. Here our main motive is to control the speed of a 3-phase induction motor. So for example, if we want to increase the speed of 3-phase induction motor, then according to equation 1 we have to increase the frequency. So if we increase the frequency, according to equation 1 our speed will increase. But what happens is, according to equation 2, when the frequency is increased, the flux will drop. The flux will get reduced. So in an induction motor, the flux, according to equation 3, the maximum flux depends on the maximum torque. So what happens is, when the maximum flux gets decreased, then automatically the maximum torque capacity also reduces, which is not advisable. So whenever there is an increase in frequency, the maximum flux reduces, therefore the maximum torque capacity of 3-phase induction motor reduces, which is not advisable. So for some reasons, if I want to decrease the speed, so what I can do is, according to equation 1, I can decrease the frequency. So when I decrease the frequency, speed is decreased. But according to equation 2, what happens is, when I decrease the frequency, the flux will increase. So if the flux increases, what happens is magnetic saturation occurs. So because of this, the magnetizing currents will increase, which in turn will increase the stator core loss and stator copper loss. Again, this is also not advisable. So if we look around all the process which we have done so far, we have controlled the frequency only in order to control the speed. We have maintained our voltage as constant. We never changed the voltage. Only we have changed the frequency in order to control the speed. So if by maintaining the voltage as constant and only by varying the frequency in order to control the speed, we are facing with the problem is, one is the maximum torque is capacity, when the maximum torque capacity is reduced, and another one is the magnetic saturation is occurring. So these two problems are getting into the picture when we are changing only the frequency to control the speed, but by maintaining the voltage as constant. So the remedy is V by F control. That means maintaining this V by F ratio as constant. That means whenever we are intended to, or we are trying to change the frequency in order to control the speed, at the same time we have to vary the voltage also proportionally according to the frequency. So what happens is, if we vary the voltage proportionally according to the variation of the frequency, the V by F ratio in the equation 2 maintains constant. So according to equation 2, when the V by F ratio is maintained constant, the flux is also maintained constant. So when the flux is maintained constant, the maximum torque capacity is maintained constant. That means the maximum torque capacity is not going to be changed. So at the same time, the magnetic saturation will also not occur. Therefore, the stator core loss and stator copper loss will not increase. So this is the need of V by F control, and this is how we can process our V by F control. So in order to avoid the reduction in the maximum torque capacity and the magnetic saturation problems, we have to vary our voltage proportionally according to the variation in the frequency, so that we are able to maintain V by F ratio as constant. So this maintenance of V by F ratio as constant, that means the variable voltage and variable frequency can be obtained by means of using a voltage source inverter. So now let us discuss about the speed torque characteristics of this V by F control of three-phase induction motor. So here this is our torque axis, right? Our x-axis is torque axis and this y-axis is speed axis. So this is a typical speed torque characteristics of a V by F control of a three-phase induction motor. So which is operating at a frequency F1. So now for some reasons I want to increase the speed. So according to equation 1, what I can do is I can increase the frequency. So when I increase the frequency, proportionately I will vary the voltage also. So what happens is our flux maintains constant, therefore our maximum torque capacity also maintains constant. So when the frequency F1 is increased from F1 to F2, the speed is increased. See, you can see in the graph, the speed is increased from here to here. At the same time, the maximum torque is also maintained constant. See, this is our maximum torque value. From here to here, this is our maximum torque value. So while it is operating under frequency F1, this is the maximum torque, and while it is changed to frequency F2, then also the maximum torque is the same. So till this can be, I mean the frequency can be increased from zero speed to synchronous speed. Okay, so after synchronous speed, even if we increase the frequency, then we cannot vary the voltage, because after this the voltage will be reaching its rated voltage. So beyond the rated voltage we cannot operate our three-phase induction motor. Therefore this can be done from zero speed to synchronous speed. So from zero speed to synchronous speed, since the torque is maintained constant, I mean since the maximum torque is maintained constant, it is known as constant torque mode of operation. So this is how a V by F control operates. So now let us discuss the various schemes which are available for variable voltage and variable frequency using voltage source inverter. The first scheme is by means of using a chopper. So if we are available with the DC supply, then this fixed DC supply can be given to a chopper. So this chopper converts this fixed DC input voltage to a variable DC output voltage. And here this capacitor acts as a filter, where whichever the harmonics, I mean this capacitor will filter out the harmonics whichever is present in this DC output voltage. This variable DC output voltage is fed as input to the 6-step inverter. This 6-step inverter converts this DC input voltage to AC output voltage, and which it is fed to the stator input voltage of, which is fed to the stator of this three-phase induction motor. So this is how this first scheme works. So as we discussed earlier, in order to avoid the reduction of the maximum torque capacity and also to avoid the magnetic saturation problem, we are in need of variable voltage and variable frequency. That means we have to vary both the voltage and the frequency in order to maintain the V by F ratio as constant. So for that, we are in need of variable voltage and variable frequency. So here the variable voltage for this 6-step inverter is obtained from the chopper, because a chopper converts fixed DC input voltage to a variable DC output voltage, and we are in need of variable frequency. The variable frequency can be obtained by means of varying the time of operation of the switches which is present in the 6-step inverter. So therefore from this scheme we are able to attain variable voltage and variable frequency. Therefore we can maintain our V by F ratio as constant. Therefore we can maintain our flux as constant. Therefore we can maintain our maximum torque capacity as constant, and we can avoid the magnetic saturation problems. So this principle is valid or applicable for all other three schemes which are going to be followed now. So the second scheme is, if you are available with three-phase AC supply, means this three-phase AC supply can be given to a three-phase control rectifier. This three-phase control rectifier will convert fixed three-phase AC supply to a variable DC output voltage. So this variable DC output voltage is given to a 6-step inverter. So this 6-step inverter converts this DC input voltage to a 3-phase AC output voltage, and this 3-phase AC output voltage is given to the stator of 3-phase induction motor. And the third scheme is, here we are going to use a PWM inverter. So this PWM inverter can itself convert a fixed DC input voltage to a variable DC output voltage, and it can have variable frequency by means of varying the pulse width of the inverter. So here this DC supply, fixed DC supply is given to the PWM inverter, which converts this fixed DC input voltage to a variable AC output voltage and of course the variable frequency, and which it is fed to the stator of 3-phase induction motor. And the fourth scheme is, if you are available with 3-phase AC supply, means this 3-phase AC supply can be fed to a 3-phase diode bridge rectifier. So 3-phase diode bridge rectifier can convert fixed AC supply to a fixed DC input voltage. So that fixed DC input voltage is fed to the PWM inverter. So as we already discussed, this PWM inverter can convert this fixed DC input voltage to a variable DC output voltage, through which this PWM inverter converts into a variable AC output voltage and variable frequency, and which is fed to the stator of 3-phase induction motor. And here this VD represents DC link voltage, which is given to an inverter, and here ID represents the DC link current. And this V/F control method of induction motor is one of the stator voltage control method. So that is all about V/F control method of induction motor. In our next session, let us discuss how a 6-step inverter, that means how a 6-step voltage source inverter works. Thank you.